Hi, welcome to this lesson. So, in this lesson, we are going to be looking at, well, some properties of numbers, like finding the max value, min value, and stuff like that. Okay, so let's look at that. So we also have properties to find the maximum and minimum possible values among a bunch of values in JavaScript, like that. Okay, not a bunch of values, just the maximum possible value in JavaScript, the minimum possible value in JavaScript, like that. So anything after that number is called as infinite. Okay, so like that. Maximum possible value accepted by JavaScript and vice versa. That is minimum possible value accepted by JavaScript. So anything after that would be either infinity or minus infinity, like this. Okay. So it's just properties. It's just the same number. It's not going to change at all. So let's just uh, look at that. Okay. So the max value, I'm going to use my backtick. Okay. Max value is going to be, you know how to use the backtick, right? So within this, you can give this. So you should give number dot in caps, in complete caps, max underscore value, like this. Okay. And then I can say min value, like this. Again, number dot min value, okay, in complete caps. So that's how you can find the maximum possible value and the minimum possible value in JavaScript. There you go. The maximum value in JavaScript is this huge number right here, and the minimum value in JavaScript is this 5e to the power of minus 324. That's a very big minimum value. Okay, it's a very, very, very small number. It has too many zeros to count, too many decimal points to count. Okay, so if any of these on the overflow of either of the max value or the minimum value, you're going to get an infinity for this after this, and you're going to get a minus infinity before this, like that. Okay, so that's how it works. Instead of just getting the value infinity, you can also get them from this method as well, like this. Like this. And then you can ask for negative infinity, like this. There is not much use in this. If you want it, you can use it. I'm just trying to give you the value. See, instead of that, you can just give infinity like this, minus infinity like this. It's gonna work, and you don't have to write this entire thing. So there's that. So if you don't want to, you don't have to. I'm just giving you all the properties in JavaScript. You can do the same for not a number as well. Okay. If you give number dot nan with both of these n as caps, then the result is going to be nan. So you can just directly use nan. Okay, you can directly use infinity, directly use minus infinity. I'm just giving you all of the possible properties of numbers in JavaScript. Okay, so you can't use these properties on variables though. Okay, you'll get an undefined. For example, if I do it like this, like a is equal to 100, and if I do a console.log of a dot max value or something like that, that doesn't make sense at all, right? Because that's not how the property works. Then what would I get? The last one, see, I'm getting an undefined. So you can't use this directly on variables like this. These are actually constant numbers. That's why they are written in capitals, complete capitals. Remember, so these are constant numbers. They're gonna stay the same. So that's it. Okay. So that's it for the maximum and the minimum possible numbers in JavaScript. There's also one more. Okay. All the number methods return a new value, right? So they do not change the value of the original variable like with the string methods. You have to remember that. So just like with the string methods, all the number methods, they return a new value. And if you want, you can assign it to the original variable, but if not, you can just assign it back, assign it to a new variable and just be on your merry way. So that's something else that you want to know. All the number methods, please note down about this, return a new value and does not change the original number or variable that, or the variable that holds the original number. Okay, so there are two more methods in JavaScript. The isFinite method. It returns true or false depending on if a number is finite or not. Okay. Well, finite basically means if it's not infinity, I guess. And then there's also the isInteger method. It returns true or false based on if a number has decimal points or not. That is, if a number is whole or not. So let's look at that. Okay, let's just do a console.log, and this is how you'd write it. The syntax for this is number dot. Inside of this, you can give either the variable or the number exactly. Number just like that. Okay, so if I do a let a is equal to 100 like this, if I give a number dot is finite, I'm asking my browser if this number is finite, right? What am I going to get? I'm getting it true. Of course it's finite. It's 100, right? If I have an infinity like this, if a is infinity, what am I going to get? I'm going to get a false. This number is not finite in this case. Okay, for minus infinity, I'm still going to get a false. So infinity and minus infinity, those are not finite at all, but a number as such, that's finite. Okay, and similarly is integer. Okay, I can also directly give the number in here. If I give is integer of 5, I'm going to get a false. Oh no, it's a true because this is a whole number. But if I give 5.05 or something like that, I'm going to get a false because now it's a decimal point number, right? So those are two more methods in JavaScript with respect to numbers. So that's it for this particular lesson. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.